Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. Taking another look here at Ethereum, seeing what's going on. And when we last reviewed this coin was doing very well, getting ready to rock and roll. And we talked about the potential for this coin doing better than Bitcoin. And if and when it does, what does that look like and what does that mean for us? Well, it really helps us understand that all season is on the horizon if Ethereum takes off and starts doing very, very good contrary to Bitcoin. Not saying Bitcoin isn't doing well, just saying that statistically, we are looking at slightly better gains here from Ethereum, and that's a very good sign. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, not a financial advisor, love to teach people to trade, I hope you can learn something here today. If you want to become a better trader, again, cryptocash.tech is a site, link down below. Be sure to check out our exclusive partnership here with Bitunix, no VPN, no KYC to exchange. Use my link down below, you get 20 bucks towards your futures trade there if you trade this week here. And just a phenomenal exchange, highly recommend it. I've got a link down below in the comments if you want to learn how to use the exchange a little more effectively. Okay, it's an instructional video there for you. All right, so let's take a quick look here at Ethereum. We're gonna talk about this double top pattern and of course potential for Elliott Wave, the price action going higher. Let's look at the back end liquidation data first and just kind of note a few key factors here. So with the price action being where it's at, we just got some liquidations at about 2090. Okay, because again, folks were probably some late longs there trying to go long at roughly 2100. We can also see 2070 is the next liquidation level. Okay, there's a high concentration there. So folks, what are you doing? If you're using high leverage, what are you doing? Come on. I know some people, if you're a great trader, different story altogether. I mean, I consider myself a very consistent trader, and I still use low leverage. Again, I don't feel weird about not using high leverage. It's like, I don't know if it's the thing to do or it's just like a social norm now, but folks are getting too crazy with it, and it's frustrating to have new members come over to my community, my premium group, and be like, hey, how do I not get wrecked? Well, the common denominator is good risk tolerance and low leverage. As your risk tolerance gets better, you increase your leverage, right? But most new traders don't have that. Anyways, you want to become a better trader, cryptocash.tech is a site. We took healthy profits yesterday. Again, 5x leverage trade on Crow. Yesterday, good 27%. Chainlink the day before, 31%. And of course, our Premium Plus group, we're getting a lot of scalps here day in and day out. Like, yes, this was yesterday, for example, 12%, 21, 13, 6, 12, 21%. Ethereum being one of those, okay? So again, you trade Ethereum, good place to consider. Okay, so let's talk about the daily, work our way down. Sorry, chart's getting a little funky here. All right, so on the daily time frame, we can kind of see here that we look at liquidity. There is a decent amount of fair value gap from this large candle wick, this bullish engulfing candle we saw roughly 2 trading days ago, right? So on Wednesday, we saw a massive recovery here from ETH. Produced a really big fair value gap. That doesn't mean the price is going to be swept, but it does imply that there's a decent chance that part of that will be filled soon. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get a wick down to the 2000, 2050 range here soon. We've got this upper liquidity level that just got swept here, so there's really no merit in pushing the price action much higher for the bulls or bears. The market movers have a ton of value here that they can go ahead and snatch, okay? Because a lot of folks, again, we just saw it on the charts, a lot of late longs are getting in right here, and here, and they're starting to get wrecked. I'm not saying it's not advantageous to do that. I just mean, like, if you're going to be taking long positions with ETH right now, add to your spot bag. Save the liquidity there and try not to feed the beast, right? Okay. Talking about some convergences here. This is actually a positive contributing factor. We could see a convergence on the horizon here for Ethereum. So if we can break above this resistance at about 2140, close approximate, we'll see the price action continue further. We can see money flow indexes coming down, which is never a great sign when you see the price coming up. Keep in mind this is a 14-day lag. It doesn't really read as well as the smaller time frames. I'm sure on the 4-hour we'll see a different story. But generally speaking, a lot of coins are in this position where they bounced off 30 and the money flow index is still coming down. It's just mainly because we saw the price action kind of dissipate or come down in the last couple of weeks, right? Pretty standard stuff, nothing to worry about. Good thing here is that we're above the 20-day simple moving average. That's an important factor, and we want to make sure to pay attention to that because a lot of coins right now are doing well, and they're maintaining these larger term trend lines, and that's the main focus right there. Obviously, the 50 and the 200 are important, but being above the 20 initially is a great setting to make sure that you're on the right side of the tracks. So we're on the good side, okay? So by all means, am I not saying that you shouldn't long or short this coin? And I'm just saying treat it with respect, right? So when we take a look at this time frame here, we can see that we have double top pattern. And typically double tops have a tendency of pulling back, but it's not a 100% guarantee. We take a look at Elliott Wave, however, this being our most recent high and our most recent low, we're due for one more higher high. So I would not be surprised if we see the price action continue further, especially if we get some stability from Bitcoin. Okay, so keep in mind, Bitcoin can go sideways here at 38,000, maintain that level. There's a great chance we'll see this price continue further for Ethereum. Okay, so by no means is this out of the out of the equation. In fact, I think Ethereum's just getting started. It's just I get concerned when I see a high leverage at breakout traders using high leverage. It's kind of a frustration. Okay, last thing but not least here is the money flow index, extremely high, maintaining itself very well. RSI is also high there, hit 70 and tentatively rejected. So it's common for that to occur. You see here previously, we hit 70 and kind of stayed above for a few days. We hit 70 here and rejected. That's basically the second reattempt of that level. So a lot of times what will happen in these situations is you'll see a cup and handle pattern start to form. Okay, so if Ethereum comes down to just say 2050, that'd be a solid place to enter. Okay, potentially even down here at 2090. But again, I'm not much of a late long person, so I'm going to probably wait to see the price pull back further. If I miss out my opportunity, that's fine. I'll find a whole bunch of others. You want to see other missed opportunities? They're all right here. Okay, you're never going to catch them all. So please, please, please relax and calm down when you see the market moving. Don't just feed money into it. You can work out sometimes, don't get me wrong, but for the most part, it's a bad strategy. It's the opposite of catching a falling knife, right? Whatever that term might look like. Okay, so we summarized here that we're pretty good on the 4-hour time frame as well. So 4 hours looking pretty decent. Hourly is probably going to give us also the same confirming factors. Let's quickly double check, which we are. We're in good shape here as well. So there's really nothing here that we can see. There's no massive overextensions. Nothing really in the woodwork here that we can see that's causing the price action to want to pull back. Because again, a good trader is going to look for reasons not to take a trade. But we haven't really identified many reasons for that right now. The trading looks good here. Okay, so at a glance, it didn't look so favorable. But at this point here, I would say that 2 entry levels are decent here. We're looking at roughly somewhere around 2088. And my preferred entry would be 2050. Okay, so if I'm going to consider a long, Bitcoin stabilizes, doesn't start dumping, we could consider an entry there. Keep in mind too, holiday weekends are notoriously green. Okay, so we're going to see some positivity this weekend. So feel free to take with that what you will. But generally speaking, I wouldn't be surprised if we see this resistance level broken. It makes more sense for that to be broken. I don't necessarily think the double top, the double top pattern is really a big deal right now. We got a lot more contributing factors working around that. Last but not least, we take a look at volume here. Strong amount of volume accumulation at that 2050 range. So once more, this Fibonacci level at 0.618 is a strong likelihood for a bouncing point if the price does pull back to potentially fulfill a cup and handle. Okay. All right, folks, that's what we're looking at there. Awesome stuff. Hope you learned something here today. If you did, comment below. Great to hear it. Please do not forget to hit the like button there, and obviously jump on over to our newest exchange here. Phenomenal, no VPN, no KYC required exchange, $20 free there. Essentially, you just use my link to register and trade with some futures. Awesome, folks. Thanks again for your time. We'll look forward to seeing the next one. Take care.